All that I've taught him, he's going to speak and teach you. And so being under his control, we're going to be under the influence of Jesus Christ. Do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit. And a person who's filled with the Spirit looks differently, has a whole different kind of a life. Verse 19, it says, he's speaking to one another in psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit. There's going to be kind of a joy. There's going to be a worship, a rejoicing, speaking to one another with psalms. Now, in the early church, they often sang through the Psalms. It's part of the Old Testament. The Psalm was a part of the Old Testament where the children of Israel would use them as worship. They were sung. And they have a tremendous way of lifting our hearts, giving us joy, helping us find purpose and direction. Speaking to one another with psalms and hymns. A hymn was a kind of a song of God. We sing hymns today. They're hymns that are tried and true. They're hymns that are filled with tremendous truth about God. And these hymns inform us and educate us and lift our spirits, right? Like Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Yes, I was saved by grace. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. There's tremendous biblical truth in that hymn. So there's psalms, hymns, and then songs from the Spirit. We're not quite sure what that means, but it could be a spontaneous song that just breaks out in the congregation where we would be singing unto the Lord something. In charismatic circles, they often point at this verse as speaking or singing in tongues. And it could be that as well, but whatever it was certainly inspired by the Spirit. But it has to do with releasing a deep and profound joy that's in the heart. It goes on to say, sing and make music from your heart to the Lord. When a person is filled with the Spirit, there's often joy and music in the heart. That's evidence that we're under the influence, right? Jesus came, he said that we might have life and life more abundantly. He's come that we might have joy. He's promised to give us peace. And these things just well up in our hearts. He told the woman at the well, if you were to ask me, I'd give you living water and you'd never thirst again. And he wasn't talking about